I guess to start off, let's just go over like the very basics, the mid fight. Mid fight of Sunshine. It's very straightforward. Midnight, come to me, left side on red choke, red
You
choke.
circle strafe around the map
Yeah,
until
you
you
circle. You do the same thing as you do on process, and you circle straight from around the map. So Midnight, upon successfully completing his rollout and doing the ramp slide right here and ending up like right here, he will make the decision, hopefully beforehand, actually, left or right, and he'll shoot a sticky somewhere to like hit the enemy demo man.
A lot of times I
Uh,
always just I call it right before. I'm just like, yo, let's just roll out left or let's roll out right because Sunshine's just an easy map to like roll out on, honestly. Like
yeah.
two stickies can get you like right here with like 90 HP, and then you just kind of like see where their enemy demo is. Because like if their enemy demo like rotates this way, you have to, or you don't have to, but you can lock them out right there. Top 10 things you want to watch out for is just the fast bomb enters, which will kind of do the Dave. What the Dave is like you fast roll out as roamer, and you'll just like hit up right up here on the second Tetris, and then you can just instantly spam them while taking no damage, and then you can get an arrow, perfect spot for an arrow for the medic. And then if they keep pushing you, you basically back jump up,
This has
going.
Roamer, by the way,
Yeah, this
right?
says
Right?
roamer.
Just
Yeah. This says roamer. This is like the roamer pseudo
fast
meta,
rollout, yeah.
pseudo
Through
meta.
through Valley, the
Yeah.
Valley fast rollout. Okay.
These are like the threats you have to
Uh,
keep in mind on.
can you do the fast rollout midnight to like show Sega like what the fuck if he watches to like how to do
Oh,
it.
how to do it? Oh shit,
If
yeah.
if not, I can go soldier and like you can spec me.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
do the fast rollout.
It's okay. So the fast rollout is obviously you just
You completed
you
the
get
ramp
buffed
slide.
there. You do the ramp slide up here. It's just easy pogo.
Turn to your
And
right.
from here, this is the difficult part. You drop off, and then I'm on fucking rocket launcher instead of original. Okay,
You could do it
but
that way.
you do this. Shit.
Ha!
I
Can't.
know, I know. I can show a
I'm
clip
supposed to
later.
try to demonstrate. Yeah, it's fine.
All right, I
Like
Yeah,
that.
got it.
But
like
instead
that.
of landing on top, you kind of land on
Yeah,
the, you land like
right
right
here.
there,
Yeah,
and then you can jump up and just spam them.
yeah. Um, so that's a pretty if Fanta calls that he or if your demo calls he's going left early, that's a interesting way to do. Actually, even if your demo calls he's going right, you can still do this because as a roamer you're more free to do whatever you want.
But roamers
Uh,
typically will, like, I've seen actually some roamers just commit on the demo, just flat out commit on the demo, just
no.
because they're 90
If you get a
HP and
really
shit.
good rollout, like I had a decent rollout. I landed up here. But some roamers are able to go like really fucking fast.
Yeah, and they just
I know
commit.
Marvel like can pretty consistently like just be flying through the air here and just like
Commit.
kill the demo. Um,
I mean, Blaze does the
but okay,
exact same thing,
yeah,
honestly.
back to going left or right. So
Also, there are two ways to do that fast rollout.
what's the other way?
The other way is just like the standard way, just kind of like,
Wait, you mean do this?
no.
Okay, then what?
Go back to a second. So instead of jumping down right there, instead of jumping
Where?
down, where you jump down to start
Yeah.
that initial rollout, you basically just like, wall, do the wall right there, sync that, do that, and then that,
Oh, except
yes.
for you probably have more speed.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right, I got you. So the idea is there. All right, so whether or not you go left or right, one of your scouts, if you go, okay, let's just start with going left, or that because that's pretty standard. I think Fanta likes going left. One of your scouts or soldiers needs to help take control of this area.
And
Like, set-
as CTC confirms, if you use the winger, you can go from hut to here in one jump.
Oh yes.
Or is it two? No, it's two. Okay. See, and that's just like the fastest way. Like if you just want to like commit to there, because their demo's gonna be slower to push you. Because for one, if your roamer is fast and your demo like just spams him out, he's he's obviously just gonna be like, oh fuck, dude, I gotta play back or I gotta play passive. And then once they're passive, he can't spam you off that balcony. You know. And there's
yeah,
soldiers. There's like no fast rollout to get you on top of that, to get you on top of like the
yeah,
opposite Tetris. So, it's
yeah.
pretty.
Off of your Tetris, actually,
Yeah.
right?
And your medic just has to be really fast and commit to that side, because if he gets stuck over and choke,
Yeah, don't get stuck over here.
Yeah.
This area is like really bad to be stuck on as medic, like this entire like
yeah.
area. Wait, Rex, did we just were you there last season when like did Turtle Boy die like right here all the time? Or
Yeah, he died here a couple of times. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like these stairs are like they seem like they're good because they're like sort of high ground and they're slant, but honestly it's not that good. Like just try not to like get stuck around here.
Yeah.
Like commit, like keep walking.
Because there is a
Otherwise you'll
wall.
die.
There's a wall right behind you, and that splash damage is like is pretty
I mean,
easy.
you won't die if you're like right here, but like you get splashed by all of this. So
Yeah.
like if you're just like walk like literally like right here, you don't get splashed. You like okay, you do get splashed here, but you won't get splashed if it's like right here or whatever. And you won't get splashed if it's right there. So you're able to just move like from here as medic, you know, just healing, beaming everybody. Beam okay. After you buff your after the fucking pocket gets its initial buff here, only on Sunshine, only arrow your pocket and roamer, in my opinion. Like after that, it just becomes a fucking pain. Like you need to tank your scouts in demo to win with via beam. Don't tank your soldiers, just arrow them.
Also because they're gonna be playing on high ground, and a lot of times you're looking up, like on top of this roof where Reako is. It's really hard to really get the beam on them without being like, you know, passive or like, you know, your eyes are diverted, pretty much. And if you're playing with your back to the to the enemy, then they're obviously just gonna jump in on you, and that's the obvious thing.
Yeah.
Super general.
Yeah. So big thing I would say going so obviously if same thing as process, if the other team, like if you go right and the other team goes left, well you're left there, right? So obviously at that point you do the same thing that you know I talked about in process. Try to catch out people that are you know stuck. So a lot of the times like newer teams
just get stuck
their
right
demo
there.
man will fuck around right here while the rest of the team's there. Sometimes a scout will be actually it's either for some reason it's always either the demo or the scout. Well they'll either demo or the scout will fuck around right here while the rest of his team commits right or left, and then that's when your soldiers should just be like, yo, that's a pick, and they just bomb him while the rest of your team also like commits for this scout pick. Or demo, whatever. Just catch flankers like that. If the other team is smart, well, again, just keep rotating. Just continuously like exchange spam. If you hear if someone takes a fuck ton of damage, you know, commit to that. Try to get a pick off that, but just try not to overextend yourself, and try to pick off their people that are overextending. The other thing I would say, so if you go left instead of right, yeah. So I mentioned like going right. You know, your soldiers will actually. I think Midnight mentioned it. If you go right, your demo man will like be over here, right? Your scouts should like try to contest this Tetris to prevent their soldiers from getting up there. You do the same thing whether or not you go left or right. Just contest Tetris. This is like high ground that if you win, you can get a lot of easy spam off. So, you know, it's pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, do you spam Tetris as demo? Most of the time I don't see that really happening.
No, I don't really spam Tetris as demo. A lot of times I'm spamming like the cross to Tetris. So
yeah, that's what I think is better. Yeah.
So like you spam the cross like right to Tetris, like you lay 3 stickies right there, and then you just kind of just like contest them before they jump. So you're over here in this area, just kind of because you have eyes on like bell tower, and it's just like a quick sticky to knock them off. And also you're right here, so you can get tanked while your medic is like looking up at Tetris for your soldiers and scouts to heal. So right here you just like constantly just spam them one direction. Like try to section them off so that, you know, they're divided. So that way your soldiers or your scouts can clean up the close targets while you're cutting them off. And if these players retreat, they retreat back into your stickies. Or on the other side of that, if these guys try to commit, they get hit with the stickies as well. So it's just ideas like that that will help like divide a team up and then conquer them.
All right. So both left and right are similar in that regard. Like whether or not if you go left, obviously different sticky position placement for a demo. If you run into them. So if we go left and they go right, what would and then
Oh,
you show what the fuck you're doing.
if we're going left?
If we go left and they go right, so I mean, as in like we meet up here, we meet up at their Tetris.
Yeah, this is
Or
a
our
place where like a medic could get like sandwiched because for one, like this.
Yeah, this is like a somehow I don't know, like medics always get bombed here. Somehow they survive, but I don't know how. This just seems like such a fucking death zone.
A lot of times just like surfing
Actually, no,
and then
actually, no,
also.
here. Whenever you're next to a wall, is a medic here. Like most times, if the medic is chilling like right here in the middle,
They live.
then they don't die because there's no splash off of walls.
Yeah.
But if as soon as they start hugging a wall, then they just get bounced up and then splashed.
Yeah, actually, that happens a lot. Like you were saying. What else? A lot of.
Okay. All right. I guess I mean, those are the two types of mids. You have anything else to add, Rex? Midnight.
Not really. No.
A lot of times, there'll be like some soldiers that like the pocket soldier. That's kind of a role that's almost defined loosely, because in this common, like in this currently in the meta, like
Especially on Sunshine and Process.
especially on
Scout
Sunshine and
maps.
Process, it's like your pocket soldier will be there, but like he doesn't have to hold hands with the roamer, but he should be playing at an angle that complements them, that draws the fire away, but also can still take heals.
Or vice versa. Maybe your
Yeah.
roamer's taking the fire and they
Yeah, exactly.
instead pick up the steam. Um, so, okay, I guess let's just, while we're here on mid, let's just go ahead quickly and say holding mid. It's pretty straightforward. Meta is here, whatever, chilling over here. Demos right here. Rex likes to fucking like walk into choke and just like big dick everybody. I don't know. Midnight generally plays it more passively from what I've seen, but
Honestly, when it comes to like demo, the reason being like I'm playing it kind of passively is because like if they have like the standard stick or standard what's it called, grenade launcher, it's gonna be like right here where they're deading from. So let's say they're on second and they're holding passively, they're gonna be lobbing it up and it's gonna land right here and then roll. So that's why I play it passively sometimes. I like count it. So if you see them like, shoot that, then you can lay traps like all the way behind them pretty much and pick off a scout or a soldier, because like as demo, you can reach all the way as I'm aiming, like all the way on the other side of the fucking wall.
that's where I am right
with
now.
your stickies.
So
So this is like typically where the medic will play sometimes. Like in our pugs, they played like right here because obviously they have to lock out choke, they have to lock out cafe. And if they play too passively, then they get in through like all these places for free.
Yeah. Oh wait, back to mid. It's just something that I've like seen different teams do differently. I remember last season, me and Rex, most of the time Rex and Wacky would just play Valley together and just kind of leave Cafe out and by itself, yeah? Or did you play Cafe as well, Rex?
Yeah, we played Valley most of the time. Yeah. Sometimes I went Cafe for like maybe I never like went Cafe honestly, just like a few times.
Yeah, you just like scouted it out to make sure nothing was there, and then like you back it out. Because most of the time, like you guys would try to like work a pick or something, it would be Valley. Cafe is honestly just really kind of ass, unless like especially if their demo's sticking it. If it's just their, like I know in pugs, most of the demos sticky, choke, and other things, so it's kind of easy to push Cafe because it's just a pocket holding here.
Yeah.
But unless it's specifically just a pocket holding there, I don't think it's worth it to push cafe. Just to try to work a pick.
Actually, I think that you can have like your pocket just kind of like peek it, because obviously he's gonna be
Oh, you
fully
want to
buffed.
rotate? You want to rotate your heels? Like rotate your heels here and try to do that shit.
I'm not saying
Well, I mean,
rotate
yeah,
your
but
heels. I'm just saying like your medic could play underneath here. Your medic plays underneath here,
yeah.
so that way he avoids the sniper sight line. He goes right here, heals these guys, backs up underneath, heals the demo, rotates over here, heals your pocket, and then they still have no idea where the fuck he is. Like that's kind of a
I mean,
meta
yeah.
strat.
Wait. You mean your pocket hold here, not push? Okay,
No,
yeah.
no, no,
That, no,
not hold here, but get like eyes on here, so that way like if he can see them, like your demo will basically like call out like, oh yeah, it looks like their combos, playing passively right now, playing
well,
passively
yeah, yeah,
towards
yeah,
their
yeah.
spawn or something.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, no, I got you. I got you. So, that's what I meant. Like, have your pocket like hold, not like hold here, but it's gonna like peek it and then like try to like see if he can work something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
a lot of
Uh,
times you have to be worried.
that could work, but honestly, like you don't. As long as you have someone watching cafe, you don't need someone in it.
That's true.
That's like the most important. Just like make sure someone's watching it at the very least.
I mean, but it's very team different. I mean, every team's different, I guess. Like it depends if like your
Yeah.
pocket soldier's comfortable with like if it's a soldier with a shotgun, you can come in here and just like sit here and just like wait for them, because you have the pack, you have a shotgun. Like scouts lose in this closed corridors.
Yeah. No, I know Merman, like, whenever we play pugs, he likes to play just with this by himself, while we're over there fucking around. So, again, up to Sega how he wants to play it.
Yeah.
Uh,
But a lot of times you don't want to commit for that. You always like if you see two players, you just dip there as soon as you see the players.
yeah. Okay. Oh, and by the way, if your flank scout, like, calls that there's something valley, uh, pocket soldier or roamer, whichever one's in position, help your scout out, bomb. Like, you don't. I remember whenever I played against Match's team, Glitch's old team, uh, fucking every time I would take a fight, or Wacky would take a fight against Matches or Guitar in Valley, like all of a sudden Trober or Glitch would just bomb, and I just get 2v1 insta picked.
Yeah.
Like it just call for your soldiers to bomb and help you. Like especially if the other team's not ready for it, like you'll get a free pick and you can work off that. Holding passively is pretty straightforward. Sega will either be on top of Bell Tower or above Cafe. I prefer, like, my favorite spot is above Cafe, but I don't know. Rex seems to play on Bell Tower more often, but I don't know.
That's demo. Don't get caught out right here.
Rex,
You
do you
can
actually have a reason?
back up.
Do you have a reason that you prefer Bell Tower? Do you have a reason you prefer Bell Tower over Cafe?
Well, I play both spots.
Health pack probably.
Yeah, you get this nice health pack. I play cafe sometimes.
And also you have this nice
Actually,
big
like,
view.
I play it most of the time. I play cafe most of the time.
Yeah, no, that's. Oh, really? You used to not do that. Okay. No, I like Cafe a lot more because you either get a really good bomb into Valley, or you get a straight drop into Cafe, or you can get the choke is the only awkward place for them to push from, but they shouldn't push from choke. If they push from choke, then your demo should be able to, like, spam them out, and then you can, like, go in and force them even if it is a little bit awkward. So holding passively, obviously, like, you have two places where your scout can hold. He can either hold, like, right here above Tetris, killing himself obviously while his medic heals him, or you can play right here, just again building while the medic is over here, ready to leave. Midnight, you demos most of the time just always play in Cafe, right?
No, not all the time. I mean, sometimes it just depends, like on what you're trying to do meta wise. Because for the instance,
Passive hold, they're gonna push with.
is it even? Like, are the teams even number ad or anything?
Yeah, even number adds even. Just
even. Then it looks like I'm probably not gonna hold this. Like, I'm probably gonna hold this not too passively, but
Okay.
I wouldn't actually hold it cafe. I would be ready to go and leave out a choke and lay like this really passive trap on point or something, like try to trap point so that way I can get a kill. Because as soon as they
Okay.
because if I die, like I just want to be the first one out, and I also want to be able to spot my trap, and then I also just want them to feel safe. Because if I leave through cafe, it's like I have no vision. I have no vision.
Okay.
Like it depends. Like I just tend to like rotate wherever my medic goes for the most part. Like that's kind of just the safe play. And if your medic doesn't know where he's going, then you should play to get out. You could either play on
Yeah.
top of point right here.
And what if you're down players and we like where would you play then? If you're like Uber to sad and you're down one.
Oh, and I'm down one, then I'm really ready to get out. Like I probably would play cafe in that situation because it's like, you know, I have to get out. There's no way I can leave a trap. I have to get out as fast as possible.
Yeah. Okay.
Because if I get traps set up for second, that's more important than trying to hold a defenseless or an unholdable position with them having Uber ad. Because if they pick me, then it's like, oh yeah, they get to walk into last pretty free.
All right. Yeah. That's Pocket can honestly like just pretty consistently just sit on top of Tetris to spot them if they're coming Valley, Choke, or Cafe, because you know you get the little sight line down to second, so you can spot them if they go Cafe. You can call it early, then maybe the demo can set set up a trap if he calls it early enough. Obviously, he can set up a trap to like force them or whatever. But you know, I don't know. And then don't commit. If you're getting out, then leave. Don't commit. Holding second. Or put. Actually, no. Let's go pushing second. Pushing second. Honestly, if they have a sniper, go cafe. Otherwise, Valley's good. That's like the short of it. That's like the short answer. Pushing choke is fast. If you need to go fast, you know, choke works. But then you have to kind of use through pretty much because Delman can sticky all this shit, and you don't want to like especially like if Pocket Scout can't spend forever, you know, clearing everything. You'll be like, okay, is there something here? Is there something here? If he just keeps on checking for everything, then someone's gonna bomb and like force the med anyway, or even worse, drop the med. So you might as well just use through, so you're using on your terms. But that's why I think Valley is just much better.
But if you're kind of going through choke, there's like this little spot that you can kind of play. I mean, I would definitely watch out for traps here, but let's just say you're trying to sneak in on them, get your soldiers going in fast, and they get the ramp.
Wait, you mean like if your combo's pushing cafe and then like?
No, I'm saying like mid through choke, and you know that like the choke is trapped or something like that. You can always rotate a different way.
You want to just like rotate through this way, kind of.
Yeah,
okay.
A lot of times I would definitely say it's like you have to identify what the other enemy demo is doing. Like the other enemy demo is just like spamming stickies like how I typically do, and you see him dead, that's when you should know that there's no trap. But if you see him just like huddled up in a corner, just like look at me, they'll never see my trap.
That's such a Tempest voice.
Yeah, exactly. So they'll never see my trap, and then you're just like, just come on through choke, just yeah, look for them traps.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. So that's basically what it was.
Okay, holding second is really straightforward. You can either have your demo play here or your pocket play here. One of them needs to be here to watch cafe.
Honestly, as a demo should. Yeah. I find it really hard because you don't have an angle right here. You don't have an angle right here, and then you can get cut off by like a soldier bombing in. So you're like one of the top 10 like least mobile classes in the fucking game.
Like the top 10 out of 9.
Yeah, top 10 out of 9, dude. You're just like, I'm fucking worse than a heavy right now. I gotta get out somehow. Like the heavy has like fucking gloves that make him run fast. You're like, I have a sticky, but like the sticky just not doing it.
Myself trying to move fast.
To just chill out here most of the time. Maybe.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, yeah, that's what I try to do. I like to just fuck around here, you know, jump up here, spam a bit, jump back down. You know, take some fall damage. Say medic heal me.
Oh yeah,
All that good
oh
shit.
yeah. Let me go over like all the random goofy ass fucking traps that me and Reekers were like theory crafting. Okay, so first you have the cafe thing. You have like the standard like midnight shit, which is like, oh yeah, I'm laying traps here, here, and here. Boom, they walk in.
Pew.
Then you have like the antlers, fucking, I don't know if
What
that
is
works trap, which is like right
There's
there.
no way this works.
It would never work. I would literally like
Yeah.
Yeah,
as
that does
scout,
not work.
I would like see that immediately.
Like even I see this.
Yeah, exactly. Then you have the Reekers like Invisa 2020.
Huh?
I
Yeah,
would
go
not
do
see those. I would not see that. That's like such a small
Okay,
thing.
does that hit?
Yeah,
Does that actually hit?
yeah, that hits.
From up there?
And then you have like the Habib 2018, or is it like 20? I
Wait,
think it's like
no.
2017.
Okay, set it up. I want to see
Yeah,
this.
set it up. I want to see if it hits.
It's hard to fucking hit in that pixel. Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, you did.
Oh my god. What is this?
Yeah. And then
Okay. And then what's the Habib one?
the Habib one is the Habib 2017. You're just like chilling right here.
Oh, have never seen anyone ever go into this corner.
Yeah.
No lie.
That's pretty rare.
Unless,
See, that's like the ultimate meta
most
spot
just do
or
this.
anti-meta spot, because anti-meta is like, you know they have a trap somewhere like along these lines, and you cleared here, you cleared there, you cleared here, so you're pushing like this wide, so that way you have like vision on like the pack if you trap the pack, but in reality he doesn't trap the pack, he traps here. Here, go ahead. Oh fuck. Yeah, you have to like hug that fucking thing, I guess. Here. Yeah, go on ahead.
Okay, so if I'm here.
Okay. I mean, I would just lay 4 right here. I mean, I wouldn't lay 8, but like 4 along the wall would be good. Okay.
Okay, I was far, but yeah, you have to like rely on them. I mean, it is what.
It's the anti-meta, but that's
Yeah.
the thing.
You just have. They can't be here. If they. Oh
okay.
fuck, the map. It's going back to sunshine. The map timer and whatnot. Okay, it's fine.
That's okay.
But those are all that shit. Do you ever lay Sticky's Valley?
Me? Yeah. Depends. Depends on who I'm playing against. Like,
okay.
like that's not a joke. That's like, oh yeah, I've thought about it for like 3 days, and I'm just like, yeah, I know where to go.
Okay, wait. So
So I'm at blue second.
Yeah, go to blue second. So if they're pushing Valley, right? So if they're doing their little thing where they're
Oh, you want trap
scout,
ideas for Valley? Okay.
Like no, okay. So if you lock mid and but you're able to kind of contest second, but they're gonna push in with ad or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna go Valley most of the time. What would you do?
There's always these standard traps which are just like they just work.
Scout just they just like
they see
scout
one
has
trap
to go over here to clear it.
Yeah.
If the scout like has to bother clearing it, that's like really good for your roamer because your roamer can just do the Marmaloo. It's not actually a Marmaloo bomb.
That's close.
I saw Marmaloo do it, and
But here's the bot mode theory trap. You just like go.
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, and the rocks.
So then you're playing like this, so that way you're contesting here, but then when you turn your head,
shit.
Yeah. You get fucked. The midnight trap, though, this is something I've been theory crafting. Fucking.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Oh wait. We need to get back to the demo review. I forgot we're too interested in these fucking crap traps now.
Crap traps? What do you mean? Look at this.
No, not crap traps. Sorry.
This one actually worked.
Like that one's like legendary. That's my theory crafting, dude.
Yeah, this one right here would actually work.
Because you're coming around this corner. First off, you're gonna peek wide, so you're like, oh, I see that. I see those stickies. And then like your soldier bombs in, and then he's like trying to get the health pack, and then just fucking gets it.
No, I think you should put it like right on the other pillar.
Other pillar? Oh, you mean like right here? Like you'd have to be like, yeah, I guess that would work better. But then he like comes through that angle and he sees it.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
can
sad
see
part.
it. Yeah.
Well, why would anyone go through there? Like
Exactly.
nobody pushes through there.
They're like, even if they come through here, they still have to like, cause they're threatened. They're threatened by this. They're threatened by this. Like, let's say this
Yeah,
is
no,
like
but
bold.
they would never go through this. They would go through this.
They'd go
Like
through
nobody
where?
ever goes through. Nobody ever goes through this little arch thing. Everybody always like goes between these two things. Like there's a line like from here to here. Like this is what people cross.
That's why you have like the roamer. You have like the roamer spamming that shit. Honestly,
I mean, yeah, sure. Whatever. It is. What
it's
it
a
is.
theory, but you know, it's just a
Okay,
theory.
yeah, no, it's all a theory. Okay, holding second, pretty standard. Medic over here, scout's killing himself here. If you have a sniper, he's watching here.
Where does the demo?
Roamer,
Oh,
this is passive hold by the way, because if you're playing to get out, demo is just chilling here, right? You know, like ready to leave shutter as well.
then you have like the basic
Roamer,
traps right
Roamer's
there.
cafe, right, Rex? Or where? Where would you put it?
Wait, what are we talking about?
Passive hold.
Oh, passive
Uh,
hold?
yeah, passive hold. Roamer's more towards cafe, yeah.
Yeah, probably. I like this, honestly.
Yeah, you just get the spam angles, and then if they come, if you hear the call that they're going valley, you know, you just.
Biggest thing that I love, that I love what Fanta does sometimes is he'll just like say, well, actually, I never see him do it, but if he like changed up his ways, you know, and his trap all the way over there doesn't work, he should like just focus the combo down, just like fucking lay stickies at him, like give up the trap, because that's what a lot of demos do is they'll just like sit on a trap for years, and then die to it, or die because, you know, they didn't want to death their trap. Because they were hoping to get like a medic pick, and it's just like, you know, you can get a scout pick or anything, and
I
that's
just get a scout
still
pick,
good.
like it's.
Scout pick slows down the push actually.
Yeah, it slows down by fuck ton. It's getting the pocket scout will turn a good Uber into a bad Uber.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Normal. I mean, we went over.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have your flank, like, you know, chilling out over here, like on normal holds. But other than that, you know, just have your pocket scout with your med. All that shit. Okay.
Top 10 things that grinds my gears about a medic sometimes. Some medics will honestly try to play to get out here and get stuck in the shutter instead of going here. Instead of going here. You can go underneath here and then like.
Oh yeah, no. Exit dungeon if you're like caught out and you can't leave cat, go dungeon. It's like, other thing. When taking lobby, okay, so let's go into pushing last. So when taking lobby, don't force going shutter or here. A lot of the times, like, their team's just going to be like playing kind of aggressive, you know, fucking around, spamming. You don't have to force it. Just go lower lobby or dungeon. In fact, if you go lower lobby or dungeon into last and they're playing really aggressive, then you get so much ground for free. You're able to just come in and, you know, eat them.
Sorry, just shooting.
Yeah, I got you. So, if you obviously like, I would say, take lobby when you're around 80% Uber. If you have ad and you're ready to push, because if you're at 100 and you might like give up too much ad by the time you take lobby. But if you take lobby, you know, at 80%, everybody gets buffs. By the time your demo is like, okay, I want to go through here, or the scout's like, I'm ready, I want to go through here. You'll be at 100 most of the time. Lower left and right side pushes. Right side pushes, demo scout, pretty much 100% of the time.
Just try to lock down these areas and then try to like make sure that they can't get on point.
Do you bomb in midnight or do you walk in?
It depends. I would never walk in, honestly. Walking in's kind of tough unless it's the scouts going in really deep, and then I'm just trying to like body block to catch people off, or to catch people so that way they don't go in behind us. And then I'm just playing the point in that situation.
Yeah, okay, that's about what I thought, because most of the time recruits bomb in as well.
But if I'm bombing in, I'm going deep, and I'm just gonna be like, my sticky's not right there. It's like unseen at first, and then, well, actually I probably should get a little bit higher. So it's like boom. Trying to play to
obviously, you know, a pocket scout gets Ubered, he runs the medic to and it's out.
The hardest thing to do is to call a side to play on. Honestly,
Yeah,
because
okay. Choosing right, bottom, or left is probably the most important thing. If you go left and they have everybody on right side, you better be milking the fuck out of the Uber and pray to the fact that they do not have a sniper that's watching. Because if you go left and they're all right and you use early, you will probably fail the push. Sunshine is like similar to process in the sense that if you pop too early, you will probably lose the last hold.
because it's big, it's big.
Right.
It's not like it's small. It's not like it's
Yeah.
what's it called? Gully wash.
It's not goalie where you can pop early.
Yeah.
It's like you can get forced in gully river and still like have a successful Uber, but if these are too big for that, you need to like go into their combo all the time. If actually conversely, if they are holding left, you can take right side for free and take high grounds. This is like
This is
obviously you
possible.
have to no sniper. If there's no sniper, especially if they don't have a sniper playing right there, you can take right for free. If they do have a sniper, obviously you might have to switch it up. But
All right, you're at huge
if
Uber
it,
Desad. I'm honestly
if you're a
theory
huge Uber
crafting
Desad,
something.
oh no, okay, huge Uber Desad, Fanta, please stop going right side on Uber Desad or like in general.
Yeah.
Demo man's holding up here.
You kind of hold right here, and then you lay like one sticky down to get you out of that area, so that way you can do the banny release. Do the fucking backwards. I'm heading back to spawn.
The debt and
then you're also
ghetto
keeping
wage.
you're like keeping your eyes on like where they're going a lot of times. One thing I've always wanted to see is like, can a soldier just play right there? Anybody?
Most of the time when you play right here as soldier, you just fucking die to scouts. That's what I've noticed.
But then you can jump
Eric's.
out, like legitimately, like let's say
Well, okay, on
they push
offense or
in left,
on offense or defense.
like definitely on defense, because
Okay.
like if a scout like
So
Ubers in,
on offense, on defense maybe.
that's exactly what I was
I
thinking.
never
I was
thought
like,
about it, but like,
I was like, that's the most underutilized spot, because
oh,
like
okay,
people use
wait.
this, but they don't use that. Sorry, I just wanted to like throw that at people.
Okay, sentry spots. This is the one that like, oh, I'm on the wrong loadout.
Oh yeah.
So, sentry spots. There's a few. This is the one that I used most of the time during the season. It's right here. Where are you, Midnight?
Oh, I'm just on your cam.
Oh, you're on my cam. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in. Okay, so this one right here, it's blocked from you, so they can't really see it from over there. So most of the time, it can catch them a bit off guard. It's a pretty good spot just for standard. Every time I put my gun here, everybody on my team would scream at me, and every time I put my gun here, everybody on my team would scream at me, despite the fact that those are actually good spots.
They're off
Take
angles.
that as you will. Yeah. This is a fucking Patty theory. Me and Rex don't like Patty's theory.
No,
like,
this theory is not true. Okay, this is false. Okay, I can spam it from down here. Like.
Yeah, yeah, okay, but this theory right here, this one's true. Like, Rex, can you go on blue?
It's actually pretty good.
Like, you can't actually spam the gun. It's actually pretty interesting. Like, it's.
You can't. Here, I'm
Yeah,
actually gonna try and spam this shit.
No, there's like a. It might be. I don't know which way I have to turn it. Do I have to turn it sideways or forwards? Because it depends. It might depend on which one it is. Like, Rex, can you spam it? Okay, what if I move it this way? Alright, try to spam it. Okay, but you're like really far forward. You can't spam it safely.
No.
Midnight can spam it actually.
I got it from right there.
I
have to like actually see it.
Yeah, like I don't remember. You remember that this gun existed, right, Rex? Like, it was like, I was so confused by how it worked, but like, There
Yeah,
was a gun place.
Yeah, you could place it right there, I think, and I probably won't be able to hit it.
but I can hit it
Mm,
easily.
yeah.
But it's almost unseeable.
Yeah, okay. From dungeon right here, it's very easily seeable. But like, if you go
If I'm going here,
from
it's
this
like a
side,
pixel.
yeah, it's you
Like,
don't
I would
always
honestly
see
just
it.
have to hear it.
Yeah,
Like as soon as I hear it, then I'm just like, oh, I know where that bitch is.
yeah.
So top 10 things you want to look for before pushing into last is like, what do you hear?
Yeah. Actually, always like in general, just
Like,
if you hear a gun, whatever.
if you hear a
Uh,
gun going up.
come out with call outs for like places where the gun is. So like I call this boxes, right? And then I call that the Banny spot, or no, I call that the Alpha spot. I um I call that the just left spawn or right spawn because I'm pushing. I call this right spawn, and I call this underneath. I don't know. You have to come up, like just come up with all like your own like call outs for like what how to call it because your demo needs to be able to just see okay where's the gun and then just
Visualize it pretty
kill it.
much.
Yeah. Um, if you don't have time for an engineer, you can have either a sniper here. Well, actually, no, don't put your sniper here. If you're sniping and you're just looking to get the force off early, snipe from spawn.
So that way you can switch off quickly.
Either, yeah.
Don't do the wacky and just like sit there for 5 days. Just be like, oh
Mhm.
yeah, I got my man. Yeah, we lost.
Mhm. Yeah. Uh, you can snipe right side, but honestly, if they're if they go right side and you snipe right side and force them off early, yeah, that's kind of a throw from them. But you also won your team though last push because if you force them early here and your team's holding standardly on the left as they should be on a dis side. By the way, on this side, always demos here, medics here, pocket scouts killing themselves here.
Actually, I think your
Uh,
soldier could hold like right here and still be effective.
oh yeah, your soldier can hold there. Like
Or your scout can just
soldier
like
actually
clear
has a
stickies right
soldier
there.
has. Can you jump on cat Rex? Yeah, so soldier can hold from here. He can jump up to here. He can like leave completely onto right. There's a lot of different things you can do as soldier that are like very variable. Roamer, you can, if your pocket's not playing cat, you can play cat as roamer, or you can play by the barrels. Uh, I don't know. Pushing out of last. Okay. I have one of the, if you're not leaving a person to on last, right? If you're just pushing out standard. If you're not leaving a person on the last, to just sit there. Have a soldier clear dungeon. Midnight. Shoot a rocket like right there. Like
Oh, you can
yeah,
actually play really deep in
yeah,
there.
yeah, because you can put I'll play really deep and you still can splash me as long as you just shoot like right there. So like that's why I just like enjoy having my soldier clear dungeon because he can do it instantly and then he can also clear left lobby. I think that's what Rex did last season, right?
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Rex would like single-handedly clear the flank because he was able to do that, and you can't trust Wacky, so. Uh,
That's true, that's true.
but
And he'll be like, where's my team? I'm combo, right? It's like, no. You haven't been combo for like 2 seasons.
uh, other thing is, and then like the rest of your team, push up top left slash right. Other than that, like just if your other scout is like alive, then he can clear left here and go with the soldier if like Rex or not Rex if Sega because he's roamer. If Sega would come here, it's like oh my god, there's a scout here. Then flank scout would hopefully run up to him and like help him out. Combo also combo also should like help him out, like start capping, but like keep an eye up here and like just help like spam him out with like all this shit down there. All right, that's honestly like a lot of it for Sunshine. Did we?
There's a lot of things that you could go that I could go over,
Yeah.
but I mean, it would be like
Yeah, no,
it's like 10 theories into it.
yeah, pushing second out of last with Uber ad. You can go. Oh wait, holding second. If they have add, 2 ways to hold second. One, soldier. I mean soldier. Scout med over there by cafe. Second is scout med over here by valley. Third way, I don't like this way. I don't like playing by choke, but you
Yeah,
know,
don't play
some
by
people
choke
like
because
it.
then there's always this bomb. Oh, you have to like land on the fucking
Is that a
windowsill.
bomb?
No. You gotta land on the windowsill. There you go. There's the Marmalou.
Yeah, no, but I kind of just don't like it in general. For some reason, like every time we do, we bleed players.
Yeah. You just have to do it really fast, if anything. And then you have
But
to be
okay,
really
so
coordinated.
cafe. I'll just go over the cafe one first because it's fast and simple. Cafe one's really nice because you can, if you build efficiently enough, most of the time, like Rex didn't like, weren't we able to just re-push second like a fuck ton of times simply because we built fast by cafe and then re-push?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like if you Valley is kind of more awkward, but Cafe you have your demo here anyway, so you're able to just retake your demo and a pocket scout in and recommit if you get Uber in time. Other than that, so obviously I was talking about playing here, like that's where your the person combo is. You need. I think Rex most of the time played here. Yeah. You played here to
Yeah.
kind of like, yeah, Rex played here because your roamer playing here is like really good. Just he gets
Unbelievably
eyes on the
good.
lower,
So
he gets
good.
eyes here. Yeah,
It's
it's really
so good.
it's so good.
Like,
And
it's so good. Like, look at
it's
this.
so
The only
good.
place you
Yeah,
don't see is if they're coming, like, balcony, but your demo is like,
yeah.
spamming that consistently. So he can just be right here, your pocket can be right here. Still.
But I
So
don't
good.
on a passive hold. I don't think should your pocket be right on balcony on a passive
Probably
hold.
not, but
Actually, yeah. I mean,
if they're trying to get the
you can play
force
on
off,
bell tower. Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to get the force off, like you can have your pocket play bell tower right here and do the fucking like spam angle here.
yeah.
And just like spam them.
Oh, look at this.
Uh,
Deep.
yeah, that thing. Uh, I don't know what the fuck Wacky Fire did, and I personally was probably wrong anyway.
Pixel perfect.
Midnight, what do you think flank scouts should do?
Oh, flank scout, depending
I
on what we're doing. What do you mean?
passive hold.
Oh, on a
Playing
passive
to get
hold?
out cafe. Yeah, playing to get out cafe.
Playing to get out cafe.
Romer's right. Romer's spotting there. Pocket spotting here. Both of them can
Flank
like
scout should
either
be like
commit or
right
leave.
here or somewhere where he can, or actually,
Yeah, help the
you know
roamer.
where? Like he could be playing like right here. He could be playing right here, spotting to see if they come like lower tons,
Dungeon, yeah.
a dungeon really quick, or if they have like a sniper going dungeon, and
Yeah.
then he should be, he can look to get out actually, and
Yeah,
like
no,
flank route.
he can either go for a back cap or he can if Rex like call or not Rex if the roamer call like the roamer should call because he'll be able to see them, right? If he's like, okay, they're pushing shutter, then the scout can be like, is there somebody clearing dungeon? If not, try to see if he can get something done in the last.
Yeah, and also you can play you can play in this little bush if you really wanted to go for
that
like
bush is called Despacito.
yeah,
By the way,
Despacito.
this is very it's pretty. Every time
Like you gotta see a
we
scout
did
though.
this-
See the scout.
Yeah.
Get out of that bush, Rex. Let's see the scout. Oh yeah, play deep, play deep. There we go. That's really hard to see, especially like right here. Like let's say you're pushing out right here. Oh yeah. Also, your pocket could do the bird thing. Where you
Yeah,
just
the bird thing
sit
is-
right here.
Stupid.
Cause then they waddle like above you, and then you're just like,
Yeah, look, the scout's just like, hee hee, there's nobody here, and then like the medic's like, aha, I'm alive, and then
Yeah.
Rex bombs him.
But legitimately, your roamer can stall them. Could stall them on this right side.
Yeah,
he has
can
a
just
pack.
spam them.
He has a pack. He has like back capping capabilities. He has all this stuff. All this area. Oh, also be careful for this.
Oh shit! I think I've like
Like nobody talks about
almost
this,
died to
but
that a few times.
like you can hide right here.
Yeah, scary shit.
Yeah, that's
Um,
some scary shit. So as a demo, you
would
should be worried
say-
about those things.
Yeah. Um.
That's why
Okay.
it's
Hold on. Playing to get out Valley. Playing to get out Valley. Again, Scout's killing himself over here, right? Medic's also over here. You know, want your medic. Would you say Demo is also playing Valley, or do you think Demo should play Cafe still?
Demo should be actually looking to get out choke or something, because honestly,
Mm.
you can lay traps right there, right where you're standing.
Yeah.
So that way the scout can't get in from there. And then also you can lay like a
Yeah.
passive trap just sort of like on the fence over here maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah,
inside
okay.
or something. And then you're like looking to get out right here, and then you're just like, okay, I'm leaving. If they bomb you, then you're able to like dip. I mean, they would really have to like bomb in deep. And if that's the case, like I guess that's kind of why, you know, it's kind of important to play equal but separate as a demo man,
Yeah.
because like right here.
Separate but equal.
No, but honestly, like right here, it's kind of hard for a demo man to get out and see his
Yeah.
traps.
Yeah. I feel that. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
Whereas when you're playing all the way over here, you're like, oh, I can get out and take a look at my traps and bait, and they have to expend so much energy to chase me. Like, their scouts aren't going to chase me. Their soldiers are the ones, soldiers and demos are the ones that have to chase you, like right here. So that way you can keep an eye on your traps from like practically around the corner.
Okay, another thing that's like important. This is very important. Like, if you this, don't do the Valley hold. If you are holding Valley, you need a soldier here. Like, you might I hesitantly want to say put 2 soldiers here so that they can prevent so you can get the force off early, so your like med and scout are able to leave here.
Secret, get
'Cause,
force
like,
offs.
yeah, like, I don't know if 2 soldiers here is good, but on the other hand, like, I kind of like really like the idea. Maybe your other soldier's playing like right here on low ground, like so he's able to like spot there and then like, but still come support this side. I don't know.
Right here is pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
You play right there.
Or
play
maybe
right there.
right here still, or maybe still right here, because like.
Yeah, right there probably. You're right, because then you can
Yeah,
take a look at low ground.
It's high ground, and you can still come support there.
And you can just one jump out of there pretty quickly.
Yeah. If you're down 1 and you're holding passive, okay. Yeah, all that shit.
It's really hard. But your soldiers just, the one thing you have to understand is that you have to get the force off. Like if they're trying to push out and like if they get if they get through without getting spotted or even like hurt, then it's a real problem, because then you just gave up second.
They'll get mid for free.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe they won't get mid for free, but they will be able to contest mid, and you can't leapfrog it. Okay, wait. If you sack somebody, if it's even Ubers and you're sacking somebody, 2 theories. 1, continue having control of lobby. Second theory is leaving back up to Lighthouse. Most invite teams leave back to Lighthouse. Most lower div teams do not.
You decide.
You can take that as you will. But the Sega, watch Dungeon, by the way. This is like you need to learn to watch this fucking Dungeon door whenever you have lobby control. Like, this Dungeon door is your life.
Yeah, that's because if you don't watch that Dungeon door,
Flank Scout,
they can jump.
Yeah.
They can jump kind of like this. They can just go, oh, they're gonna be watching that, and then they just like quick jump through there.
Yeah. Other thing is Scout. Whenever you're going to go like peek there, jump onto this thing like right here.
Oh, sorry.
It's like very small high ground.
1 second, where you are?
I'm in the lobby.
Oh, right there.
Jump onto this thing. This is like actually a really good spot for Scout. I don't utilize it enough myself, but you know, you jump up here, you can get some pretty good like pistol spam angles, and nobody ever shoots here. Like, I've never seen a soldier like shoot there. Like, yeah, you can, but like, I don't see it happen. And if they start spamming at you, then that means, guess what? That means the rest of your team can come around the corner here.
Yet again, like, they are playing at a distance where it's like, oh yeah, they have to commit to that kill. If you're that far,
exactly.
because then like, oh yeah, you did like, what was that, like 30?
30 damage.
30?
Yeah, 30 on one.
And then you're just like, oh yeah, I can get an arrow, I can hide behind there. You know, your flank soldier's just like, okay, he's taking the bait.
Yeah.
You know, spamming there.
Exactly. Yes.
Or he could just like commit onto him. get the force off.
Yeah.
Or
So
get a pick, per se.
also, as always, if your combo goes right side, your flank goes left or dungeon. If your combo goes dungeon, your flank should go right. If your combo goes left, your flank should go right. Just standard shit, but like I need to like make sure, because Sega, you fucking like stay with the combo so often for some reason.
Here, watch this.
Uh,
You can also stand like right here and do the exact same bomb in. Because they can't see that area where you shot from if they're playing passive. So let's say your demo has control of this little corridor, and you're just like you can just get in for free pretty hard. Like, and also work on your not rollouts, but particular set plays for getting into last. And make sure that you don't just like rely on one direction to get on the medic, hypothetically.
yeah, like part of our problem last season is that we always did top right pushes. Like dungeon is actually like an underrated push. You just go in, Rex left. Okay.
Or you could send like your soldier this way, like send him lower.
Yeah.
Send him lower, and then just like have
You
him.
can bomb there.
Yeah, exactly. And then you get like all that ground for free.
Yeah.
Send him on the suicide mission. But yet again, don't be afraid to do like a 2-man. Most teams don't expect the 2-man on last because they're just like, you know, it's.
They're playing this safe. They expect you to play it safe.
Yeah, they expect you to play it safe. If you can offset them by not playing safe. Catch what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like it's so meta that it's anti-meta.
The ultimate bait is instead of doing a 2-man after like 2 or 3 failed attempts at first, is doing a 2-man right away. Because some teams might expect a 2-man after you fail a singular sack like once or twice.
Yeah.
But
then they probably are expecting the spy by that time. They're like, okay, one sack wave has happened, a spy might come out.
Yeah.
And one thing you could do is you could delay that, have your team play passive, and then you just kind of work your way in, and then bomb in on them. Like that's also a meta, but.
If they have okay.
Or you could do an Uber.
If on last, if the enemy team is not holding left / right, like if they're not holding this big door closely, please just walk in. You're gonna win off of positioning at that point.
Yeah, because this is actually really high ground. I mean, you could just go boom, or not that, but like.
Well, you know, if you're gonna come in, no, if you're gonna commit from, well, just like jump from there.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's honestly like a big portion of Sunshine. Metalworks, I'm more or less confident in like what the fuck to tell them, so if I can do it in person with them. But,
this is such a good map. Yeah.
Alright, lit.
Oh, and don't be afraid to like mix up your traps too. I know Fanta does that a lot. He'll like mix up a trap to like catch the flank off. I don't know, or try to catch like the demo doing something goofy. Or he'll just walk through choke. But really good teams won't just walk through choke. They'll lock you down. Like first they'll spam you, and then if like one of your other players is like trying to take like some heals or do something different, then you just basically end up to hang. Because there's a lot of good soldiers that punish certain things.
Okay, other shit that's like interesting. I don't know. That's about it